How do you know my name?
I know absolutely everything, Frank. You see, I'm the ghost. Hey, you don't mind if I smoke, do you? Smoke, just try it.
All right, and we're back with part 2 of our Christmas special, where we're gonna be doing Scrooged.
Put on that holiday weight so I could
Get a little beefier in there.
a little drum roll in there.
So we got with Scrooge.
Bill Murray.
With Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is definitely in it. You see? It's at the top, and you see him screaming at you.
And he's screaming at
He
you
will
on the side.
continue to do that throughout the movie.
Yes.
1 hour, 40 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Of Bill Murray screaming.
Screaming.
It's basically a snuff film.
I mean, I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna just agree to this.
I mean, I was with you until a point, but we're gonna elaborate.
Oh, well, it'll get to there pretty soon once he starts running that one advertisement that killed people. And then, denying money to those hobos and killing them. And then, there's that one guy with a shotgun who's trying to kill them. And then there's that part where Santa gets the gat so that he can kill. Yeah.
Okay,
Scrooge
so
Holiday.
let's start about the beginning of the movie, which was
different.
Honestly,
I won't lie. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. The way that this started is how I expected Ernest to start. Because
fair enough.
when I looked and I was
enough.
seeing the background, I was like, why is there so much snow? Santa?
Immediately.
Like, I looked and was like, immediately just like, what is happening? And then where it was at and where it was going. Now we're in...
You mean you
Say
didn't
hello to my little friend.
You didn't expect Santa to grab the strap and like had to defend his lair, defend his honor?
I did not. When they looked up in the sky, I thought it was fireworks. I thought like maybe Santa was running late. New Year's was already happening. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe something, but I had no idea that Santa was under attack. That the GIs were out there trying to get Santa.
It was a North Pole DLC for Call of Duty.
Santa. Okay.
The North Pole download for Call of Duty. You know what I mean? That's all it was. Santa had the strap.
I just didn't see it. I did not see that coming. I don't
think no one saw Santa getting the strap coming and the $6 million man just rolling up.
Because
I'm going to protect you, Santa.
Like when I clicked it, I honestly thought I was about to watch some magical Christmas movie, and I went, "Oh, never mind."
I mean, it was magic. It was ho out there. That's just...
Well, yeah. Seriously, movie starts off in a movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Of a much better Christmas special.
Yeah, much better. I would have actually watched this movie.
Yeah.
I would have. Well,
who was attacking Santa, by the way? Was it like...
It was just the GIs. It was just the GIs.
Some type of
we don't need...
mercenaries.
Whoa. Here, we'll put it the way America does. Insurgents.
Yeah.
And I ain't got no insurgent friends, so...
They gotta go. Wherever it is, rolled up on Santa, and they had to go.
Yeah, okay. Rolled up on Santa. That would be the name of such a great movie.
That would be so good.
Rolled up on Santa.
Rolled up on Santa. You
I
could
want
even have
also Snoop Dogg.
I was about to say, Snoop needs to be there.
All of us, same time.
Rolled up on Santa.
One brain cell shot away. It went,
I was like, bro, I need the ops to roll up on Santa. I need Santa to roll up with Snoop. Hey, man, give me a How High Part 2 with Santa and Snoop.
Snoop, we got an idea for you. Netflix is making every possible movie you can think of. Go ahead.
I'm
Snoop.
just saying, why not?
We'll let you take the idea. I don't even care.
I don't care.
Let me be in it in the background. I want to be like on it, like someone's watching the computer. They're just watching this video.
I do that. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna put words in
rolling
it.
over Santa Snoop. Just let me know. That's all I'm saying. Just let me know. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, but seriously, synopsis. Scrooge. Anyone want to give it?
Ernest. This.
Okay. So, Scrooge is about a man named Francis who is a TV executive. And he's also just the worst person ever. Basically, Ebenezer Scrooge. And then he just runs through the classic Dickens Christmas Carol snuff film punishment game where he gets told he's a terrible person by 3 different ghosts who threaten to kill him at the end. And then he becomes a good person. In between all of this, Bill Murray is doing Bill Murray stuff back when he was young enough to go around screaming loudly as Markiplier or PewDiePie. Seriously, it's a ear cancer. But personally, I found myself conflicted with the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't know which parts to hate more?
Yeah. Well, also no. But also, yeah. I feel as if the movie was actually very well written. And by that, I mean, you could slide any actor into Bill Murray's part to have them give their own Francis portrayal. Honestly, a lot like the Charles Dickens classic itself. And they could take the direction of this in whatever direction they wanted with less screaming. And maybe it would be a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we were talking about the movie earlier. It's like, hard to say this, but Bill Murray was the worst part of this movie. Like, everything else about the movie was enjoyable to some extent. Like, but I didn't like the movie. I didn't care for the movie overall. Like, I thought it was just like a bad interpretation of Dickens' original work. And it just kind of took everything and made it worse. And Bill Murray just screaming and yelling at everything just made it even worser.
I was really confused because it was like, you're telling me this story is happening while you're putting on a play for this story. And they never mention, he never thinks or says anything about it once. Like, I would feel like maybe you would talk to the ghost or even the original ghost and just be like, oh, is that something to do with the fact that I'm putting this on? But it was like never referenced once that you're living. So it's not like you're doing something and it's like, oh no, this is something unrelated that I would know nothing about. You're literally making the play about this. In fact, when you saw the third ghost, you thought it was the actor was the third ghost. Then the third ghost showed up. So you knew this was coming in the order that it was coming. You knew how it happened to him and that he didn't believe during the times. So you read the script.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Now that you brought that up, he actually could have just been going crazy.
Yes.
Like, this isn't like Ernest.
Yes. I wish there was... I wanted, like, there to be... a more of a fourth wall break for him talking about it. Because, like, when he did come by, there were times where he was like, I'm back, baby. And he was like, ha, 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 you won't get me. Or you out there get me. You know what I'm saying? He was having those moments, but it wasn't anything like...
I mean, everyone else thought he was kind of losing his mind.
Yeah, but he was never trying to break away from the cycle until after he died. He went, I'm burning.
Ouch. Don't let them burn.
I'm a good man now. because I've experienced dying.
Yeah. He was a whole villain that didn't really care at all. Yeah. I mean, the moment I knew he was an absolute villain, besides like the first 12 minutes you spend with him, was when they cut to his brother and his wife talking, and he's talking about how much he loves his brother, and they're like, bro, your brother hasn't talked to you in like 12 or 15 years, whatever the fuck they said.
Yeah, you invite him over every time.
And he just says no. And then like I remember the scene where like the lady's asking him like what to get his brother. And he's like, a bath towel. And I'm like, bro. And then like then the next thing you see with his brother, you see he has this picture, this baby pictures of him and his brother together. His brother sends him with this loving note. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, yeah, fuck all that. And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah. Like he was scum.
Like, yeah, no.
Like, yeah, and they didn't even... He didn't have an arc at all. Like a redemption arc.
There was no redemption. There was no, like, slightly getting better. If anything, he tried and then went back to being horrible.
A worser person
awful.
for sure.
And then at the end he went, and he wasn't like, oh no, I'm gonna die alone. He just went, oh no, I'm going to die?
He's like, I don't want to die.
I don't want to die? I might as well... Well, that was supposed to be the Ghost of Christmas Future, which means, like, even his brother had aged. So that, like, his wife had blonde hair, now it's black hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were things that were different to show you that it was the future, and he went, I've died. I better change.
I don't think that was it.
What?
I think it was the girlfriend. When he found out the girlfriend basically became like him.
No, because the girlfriend was at the diner, but his brother was still at his funeral with his wife. I don't think that was.
I mean, no,
I see what you're
saying.
I see
what
you're
you're
saying.
Like the event that had him do it.
Yeah, okay. You know what?
That makes more sense.
Okay, that makes more sense.
His girl becoming a villain, and he's like, I can't have her become the villain.
Yeah, because he did say that was messed up. So I gotta say, or we were jumping.
And then they just burned him for like shits and giggles.
Yeah, they burned him for shits and giggles. But like,
I mean, like
shits and giggles.
Christmas Future burnt some just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, them ghosts were wild.
Yeah,
them ghosts.
Hey, no, the first ghost, I loved him. Taxi car driver, he was the best. He said.
That was a lot of.
I know, because I'm the boss, baby.
That's a lot of charisma.
He turned and went,
awesome.
The first time,
baby. And then blew the smoke out of his ear.
Anytime he talked, I was hyper focused on them teeth. I could not look away from the teeth.
Because
they live rent free in my head now.
And that was
everywhere.
That was fine.
That man was 40%.
It's funny that you say that, because as I look at your hat now, them teeth. Big old boogie.
I was like, and then like every time he just showed up randomly through the movie, it's like, it's like he just had old creepy unk energy the whole time, just cigars and all. Like,
oh yeah,
how you doing, nephew?
Yeah, he
New
was
York
also
demon.
like, hey yo, she in the bath? Yeah, let me look at that. Oh, whoa, Mr. Ghost Man.
You know I can go through walls.
Not again. Not with the depravity again.
But you make a really good point. Apparently, they are in a world where Dickens' Christmas Carol, that exists, and he never acknowledges that he's going through the same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
As very unrealistic.
That's you know, like
at least be like,
you know what I mean. At least to be like, huh.
There is one explanation that I don't like. I don't ever like doing this explanation, but he could have, like I said, been going crazy. And it's like when you're in a dream and you're thinking in dream logic, obvious shit just doesn't occur to you until you wake up. And that's why I think he actually did have quite the mental break here, because I think
that was the whole point of the movie was him having a mental break.
Holy shit, he may have been having a mental break and going through this bullshit at the same time. They may have actually been two different things.
They did talk about, I'm hiring this other guy on, so that way he can help you, because you are stretching yourself thin. So maybe this was don't put yourself having a redemption arc for the movie. Crap.
I mean, but I don't know. I think that
they
might
were
be
talking
giving
about
too
it.
much credit.
I think Ryan's definitely giving him way too much credit. But
I always give him too much credit.
I see where the seeds could be there, but I feel like you're sewing them bitches together. Like
I'm forcing it.
You're forcing it. You go reaching for that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
okay, I won't lie to you. You said he's stitching it together, and I went, knitter! He's knitting!
He's a knitter!
He's knitting it together! Knitter!
Damn biggers. B.
Capital B for bigger.
I'm going to put the clip here. I hope I'm able to actually do that.
I hope so too. You're like, I put this here, and then it just goes.
I don't even know if there's any space there. Oh, of course, there's the mark here, because there's got to be space.
Alright, I guess.
If I'd done that, there ain't nothing over there, right? Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually not certain if any of the Dickens stuff actually happened, or if he's literally just imagining all of it. Is like with Ernest, you actually see the magic? I'm not sure if that actually...
The Dickens stuff had to have happened. Because at the very end, when he's giving his apology and everything, he says, the name of the boat is actually the SS Minnow. And they went, how did he know?
How did you know that? Yeah.
The person you refuse to give the $2 to is dead. And then shows
shit, he really is
so
dead,
if you look at the end when you see the ghost from the past, he's up there with the ghost of Christmas Present because he's dead. Like he's literally dead.
Oh, I missed that part.
Like he's gone. Like if you look up there, he's just there. And I went, he dead.
You know, when they when he got out of, I guess, the Christmas Present stage, I was thinking, hey, dude, aren't you gonna go try to save that dead dude you saw, man?
And I thought about that too until the end of the movie when I saw his ghost with the ghost. Oh, he didn't. Well, I mean, he was already dead. There was no saving him.
There was nothing else
from
he
what
could
you
really
could see.
do.
There was nothing else he could do. He was gone.
Damn.
He was gone.
But I mean, it's a true villain. I mean, he didn't really go back.
Yeah, he was true.
But like one of the earliest villain parts he had was like when he fired that dude and he just timed him on how long it took.
Oh yeah, when he yes. So
like 4
I
minutes and
wonder if
43
he
seconds.
had the telescope. Like after he started firing, people just bought the telescope and was like,
That's what they
"Yeah,
implied.
I'm about to check it out, baby."
It's like, 4 minutes, 47 seconds, new record.
New
Get his
record.
ass up
Got
out of
him
here.
out. Got him out.
I like how unhinged that guy was, though.
I liked the fact that when he had the balls to stand up to him. I liked that.
And he wasn't even
And he
disrespectful
wasn't even
with it.
disrespect. He was like, pretty late to give me that rundown. He went, well, I mean, you kind of did just spring it on. He's like, yeah, you know, I did kind of spring it on you. And then he walks away, and then he goes, what's his name? Yeah, call security. And they had a code for it. They went, that's called blah, 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 blah. The name is blah, 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 blah.
What was
Get
even
him out.
worse is right after he fired his dude, he looks at his sister and he's like, oh, who drew this? Your daughter? Looks like shit. We're going to throw this away.
First off, not that it looked like shit. He went, how many fingers does Mrs. Claus have? 11? And that's why it's trash!
And then he just goes back and is like
he took the extra moment to microanalyze it. Because that's not the first thing I noticed. I noticed it was a kid's drawing. He went, is that 11 fingers? Get that shit out of here! I was
he's
like,
all right, you take the notes on what I'm going to buy for my people for Christmas. And when he said a bath towel.
bath towel. DVD player? Bath towel.
No,
DVD
no.
player?
That's how.
VHS player.
VHS player. My bad. I forgot. Hey, look. Forgot we're retro rewind.
Taking that shit back to the VHS players. With a
Betamax.
No, Betamax.
No, someone got bath towel and a face cloth.
Yes, it was her Christmas bonus.
I think.
She said, what happened to my Christmas bonus? Throw in a face towel. Because them tears from not having anything for Christmas, you're going to need to wipe those away.
Wild, bro. Like everything he did was wildly
I did
ridiculous.
love the Ghost of Christmas Present punching him in the face for being cheap.
Oh, I love her.
Oh, look at them. They're a cute, happy family. And they're oh so poor. Yank!
She was my favorite one. She was giving him
Jaeger.
the business the whole time.
Jaeger! Yeet!
I actually liked when he fought her back.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And then she hit him with the toaster.
She got personally offended by him defending himself.
Yes, but then also at the same time she got personally turned on, and that was weird.
Oh,
Yeah, that took a turn.
He said, "Don't make me." She's like, I like it when it's rough, and I went, pause.
But he did.
I had to pause the movie, and I went, I'm a little bit.
She just likes
I'm a
it when they
bit
fight back a
concerned.
little bit. Wow.
She was talking about no, I like that, the roughness. I went, you are describing a different type of thing right now, and I know you are.
I mean, what type of movie did he make? And she watched. She had to know he did it.
Yeah.
She was his ghost of Christmas present, right?
Yeah.
So she saw that movie he was trying to make. That Snuffield.
I mean, the first ghost of the past, he was watching with the Kama Sutra thing and was like, "That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm waiting for."
That's what
I mean, he did roll up like.
Yeah, he did. He was watching her in the tub, and he was like, and then they got the Kama Sutra stuff out, and he was like, "That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's why we came here."
Wild.
I won't lie, the first ghost, I thought, I don't know why, I assumed that the first ghost was going to be the waiter. When he went to the Like the waiter was like, anything else I get for you? And then they were like, it's like noon, and like he showed up over his shoulder and then put down the glass and it had the eyeball in it. I thought that was going to make him
I did. That would have been a smooth
ghost.
transition.
You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that was just going to be it.
Glad it wasn't though.
Yeah.
The first ghost.
I'm not, because the first ghost they gave me, way better than what I wanted.
Way better. Plus, it felt like an anime intro because it was just so, or a manga intro where it's just like so jarring and so oddly placed, and you're just like, what the fuck is this character and what do they mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the eyeball or the
the taxi driver.
The taxi driver. Yeah.
You see him, he gets in the car, everything seems normal. Then you just see this yellow teeth going, this dude going super fast, and you're just like, what is happening?
Well,
he's just like,
I knew it was gonna be him because the taxi backed up and he got in, and I went, "You're going for a ride. You're going for an earnest ride right now."
It did have earnest, and then he just starts going. He just does what he does best the whole movie: scream.
Yep.
For like 20 minutes,
just yelling, trying to get the doors. I won't lie, I looked away because it was at this point that I was like, I need to get drunk for this, and so I took a sip, and I looked back, and I saw him with the door handles. I thought he had jingle bells for some reason, and I had to go back because I thought he was like ringing jingle bells, and I went, "Where the hell did you get bells from?" Okay, you locked in. That's okay. That makes more sense than what I thought.
It's a Christmas movie. You guys jingle bells.
That's what. But you know, like my favorite thing too is though, like during the taxi scene, that the guy from the Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah. I'm not even gonna refer to him as anything else because that's just all he makes me think of.
I mean, that's
because that's is another movie. Is trying to get drunk, and then he just grabs the thing from him. And then he just keeps driving, and I'm just like, poor guy.
Thanks.
You can't even get wasted after getting fired.
Dude, he's like still trying to like, I'm gonna tell my wife.
Like how the reindeer and everything was a subplot over there. Him being an alcoholic now after getting fired is the subplot here.
It's a good one. Like you see him just spiral into depravity.
Yeah,
he's just like, bro, what am I gonna do?
But like every time I showed him though, it was like he just was ready to get another drink and he lost it.
Yeah, I mean, like the universe was looking out for him. They was just like, bro.
Yeah, but
well enough.
Well, not really well enough because first off, he got fired.
And a shark.
Yeah,
you got to think about the food.
But he went to go and drink the second time, and then the other person was in the taxi, and they came all the way over, splashed the water on him, and then you had to see them veer that way. That's what made me laugh the most. Was that like you could see the veer to get back off? I was like, damn, like was it purposely to show that it was there? And then he went, "Hey you!" And then the brown plastic bag he had, the bottle just drops, and he's like,
I can't get nothing
But
today.
I liked it later on in the movie because like he was like, "I've been nothing but an alcoholic and drunk," and I was like, "Wait, I haven't been able to see you drink this whole time." I was like, "I went home and my wife left me. She took the." I was like, "Oh, we didn't see all that. Never mind. I forgot.
Oops.
I guess we did only see clips of you trying to get drunk."
His side plot was
he said it. He said, "My wife left me. I lost my job. I've been on the streets. I'm just drinking." I was like, oh, see, I just saw the clips of you and went, I'm sorry for laughing.
No, my man was living the struggle life.
Yeah, he was in a little shop of depression.
That's so fucked. That's so fucked.
Oh.
You know.
So, another thing, too, that I noticed. Oh, wait, you were saying?
I was going to say, that brings up some pretty good points. After Francis has this whole redemption thing, how many broken marriages and dead people did he leave in his wake? That didn't get to share in that.
We don't gotta worry about that.
I mean,
that's not. This is. Hey, listen. When you think of those things, that's the ghost of his Christmas past. We're living
the ghost of his Christmas future.
Present, baby. Don't worry about that.
We're worried about the right now, not the yesterday.
That dead guy is still dead.
Nah, but he's yesterday.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's for sure dead.
He's gone.
Yesterday.
Seymour is still divorced, right?
Yeah. Yesterday. We're looking towards the future.
Seymour is probably. He said he was gonna hire him back, make him a promotion, and double his salary. So his wife is probably running back.
Yeah, but
like back in those days when. What else is his wife gonna do?
I know, but
back in
I'm
those
just saying
days,
him though.
Oh,
like
him.
The psychological things of that is like, I got double.
I mean, this man was running around with a shotgun. I mean, like the psychological things, like if they don't send him to jail, remember he had the shotgun, he blew out the window and said, That's what I did to an innocent window. Now imagine what I'm gonna do to you.
But
Party.
you gotta think about this too. We're in America. His salary just got doubled, so he has enough money that jail's not an option anymore.
You're right. You're right.
Jail's not.
You're right. You're
Jail's
right.
not a thing anymore.
You're right.
He might get some probation or have to do community service or something. He's not going to jail.
Jail cells are pretty small, and they can't be expected to hold all that money.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Another thing, by the way. So, you know how in Ernest they made the slight little small notion to be like, hey, other religions and other things and people that don't believe in Santa exist, right?
Yeah.
Why did the ghost of Christmas past go, oh yeah? When I took, what was it? Khan, and he saw his mother, Rivers. I was like, wait, so you went to Asia and you went to the Mongol leader and made him see the ghost of Christmas past and saw his mother and he cried? Is that why the dynasty fell? Because he happened to be Scrooged? Because
that's a twist on that story.
Because that was something I didn't see coming. He went, oh yeah, well when I went and saw Khan, I went, who?
Genghis.
For why?
Like big Unc Kane? Like,
you
Genghis?
Scrooged him? That's crazy.
You made him cry. The man that pillaged many of villages.
You did that?
The man that has like 1% of his DNA still exists
And so all
today.
I could think. So when I saw that, all I could think was, did they do this to multiple people? Because they said they've talked about Scrooging other people.
Scrooging.
For other people. Hey.
That's a word now.
They were talking about it. The ghost had talked about previous Scroogies getting Scrooged. And so they were Scrooging.
Scrooges. The fact that you use Scrooge in every part, every part of a sentence is killing me.
But do you think
every dynasty?
Do you think they Scrooged Hitler?
It sounds like it. I
mean,
he did lose his shit.
I think the Allies did a good enough job of that.
No, I think that's why they found him at the church or wherever.
That's true. That's true. Hitler Scrooged himself.
Yeah, and maybe he got Scrooged, and that's why he was at the church.
I mean, I wouldn't
where he died because they went, Hitler, look at that.
Think about your mother.
Think about the Christmas past where you did genocide. Now look at the Christmas present of genocide. The Christmas future of
I mean, if that was the fall of every dynasty, that'd be like,
you know. You think Caesar before like when he was getting stabbed in the back, he went E2 Christmas future.
Sorry about this.
I believe it. That's my headcanon now.
Because instead of like the other movie where they were like, listen, there's other things out there, they instantly went, we're going to the Gun Dynasty. We're going to just tell you how we Scrooged him and he did rivers about his mother.
Another thing too, his girl, the fact that they made her shallow enough to, after he had his little redemption speech that he just went on a rant on TV for,
and made out with someone else. Literally,
a little awkward.
Literally.
It was.
Went, hey, look, it's a rule.
It's a rule.
Yeah, I was like,
And then we had the tied up dude in the office, and she went, I'm going to take advantage of you. And I went,
Yeah, you know, that whole 80s thing. You know, you could do rapist comedy back then.
Yeah.
She just... I mean, I won't lie. He looked like he was into it at the end, but also, to start off, he was like, help. And no one helped.
She got helped. She helped him.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights, the end of that one dude, I can't remember. What was
Oh, see, I have to go back and watch that. It's been forever.
Yeah.
Yep, he got dragged away by the witch for some
Snoo?
Yeah, snoo. That's what it was.
It was some snoo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a little snoo while he was wrapped up.
Ancient snoo. Dusty like a desert. sandpaper tone.
Well, come on, witches can't get wet.
Of course they can. It's just be cold.
No.
Wizard of Oz.
It's only gonna get worse.
They can't get wet.
This is.
You're not allowed to.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good point. It's sandpaper.
It's sandpaper, baby.
Baby.
1,000 grit.
Oh. If
This
you
is
weren't
horrid.
sorry. If you weren't circumcised before, you will be soon.
Ah. That's horrible.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just. Oh, the imagery. Oh no.
Terrible. The imagery of a bad movie.
Man, you know
That's
people
what
have
I
been
saw.
friends for a long time and they hit the same time in the same motion. Clip that. Just.
Wow, degeneracy of the people that you're associated with. To be honest, too, like I didn't really get their relationship. Like it was, it felt like a part of the story to humanize him, but didn't really feel like an actual living, breathing relationship. If that makes sense.
For me, it felt like a living, breathing relationship. The reason why, to me, it felt like she could see what he was, like how he was only isolated, only thinking about himself, like when he was like leaving the party and whatnot, and then him wanting to be more than his childhood trauma. And that's what she started talking to him. Because, like, think about it. He wasn't on the show. He was just passing out newspapers, right? Then he left to leave the party, right? But then after he saw her, he went, "You want to go to the party?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "I would like to interact with people now." And therefore, he started to. So, like, he gave her a gift that would be symbolizing his childhood. He was like, here's a knife set. Because it would be something that's useful. When she asked, do you open your... Okay. Not that way.
No, I mean, it's
but then,
childhood.
But then she was like,
it's what he always wanted to do with his father.
Okay, I mean that's probably true. But she was like, let me show you. Like she's like, she appreciated it. She didn't go, this is a stupid gift. She was like, thank you. And then she's like, now let me show you something more modern, more.
That's fuck.
And he went, oh, well, alrighty then. And then she started helping him to do the stuff that probably got him to the career to be in the dog suit. Yeah, in the dog suit. But then he went, instead of focusing on what little, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what he wanted was everything now. And to get everything, he thought I should just give up anything. So then he was like, what I'm trying to do is like, he's like, you're not caring about my needs. He's like, what I want to do now is be bigger. And more. Because I didn't have any of this when I was younger. Now it's coming to me. And I want more. He didn't know how to be satisfied with what he had. And so he just kept going for more. And that's what made their relationship human. Because she said, I just want to have a break. I need you to understand, like, we're drifting apart. You're wanting to do all this. But I'm wanting you to stay here with me. And he went, well, I don't care. Because I want all that.
Yeah.
And then she walked away, and he never chased it after her because he kept going. Their relationship felt human to me in that sense because she was like, "I want you to be here." I mean,
I guess
he was slowly getting there, and then he just
it just felt like typical dumb bitch. I can change him. I can. Make
it didn't feel like I could change him because she didn't try to change him. She said she didn't. She didn't.
Yo, let's go.
She introduced him into the world, and then once he got that introduction. He ran with it. Full speed.
It was like...
straightforward. I don't care. Horse blinders on. I'm hitting the track. And then she was like, hey, we have a family. We have stuff like that. We're like, this is our usual thing. And he said, Did she go, I'm going to change you? No, she went, well, I'm going there. Come if you're coming. She didn't try to change anything. She went, nah. Now you're looking at her in a different whole life. She was just like, that's what it is. She never moved on to find anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that people do. That feels human.
I think she did move.
No.
She replaced him with a job. She replaced him with helping other broken people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But that was like always her thing. You know? She was always helping broke. But she never moved on in her heart for love. She went, I love him, that's it. I want him.
Yeah, he does a terrible speech. He kisses someone else on TV. I'll go back to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he happened to mention afterwards, but nothing will compare to my true love. And then he went, now remember that Karma Sutra thing we did where and then you tie it up, and then you flipped, and then he's like, now I think tonight we can do the same thing without physical or mental trauma done to anybody this time. And I went, oh, he's traumatized from the last time. It's hilarious. But anywho, he didn't need that book anyways. He said it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just had such a distaste for the movie that I'm kind of just like, eh.
Oh, no. I still have a distaste for the movie. I mean, like, I saw the things that, for what they were, and also still hated them. You can do that. You can read it for what it is and still go,
yeah.
Boo.
Because I did a lot of booing.
Yeah, I did too. Because like I looked and I was just like, so like, he didn't learn his lessons. He didn't like he. The only thing he saw at the very end was himself die and went, I've died. Oh no.
Yeah.
You're gonna die anyways.
Then that speech.
It's
that
always
speech just
been
felt
like that, really.
rambling.
That's crazy. Wait, what?
That speech just felt like a game award
rambling.
speech, or like a award speech that just
Dang.
goes on too long.
Dang.
It just goes, yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna see these people, and I'm gonna talk about these people.
Game
Award. And talk about that person.
Awards?
Bro, that was like an 8-minute speech of him saying nothing.
Mark, you shouldn't judge him so seriously.
I mean, I judged him just enough, incorrectly.
What do you think, Chris?
I mean,
About the judging?
he did talk to a little boy in that sentence.
Chris?
I think it was quicker than the.
Quicker than Call of Duty reviews. Sheesh. Could be me Call of Duty being asked this year,
All right.
but what it is.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the parts of it that I enjoyed.
Yeah,
there were plenty. And the parts that I didn't enjoy were just overbearing physical comedy on Bill Murray's part, and even on Seymour's part. Man, it's messed up. We're still calling him that. His name
It's so
Bonner or
funny.
something? Elliot. Was that his name? Elliot. And he had a dumb last name. Something like Feathers. Something about feathers. Or Gentle Feathers or some dumb shit. Whatever.
Nothing
Elliot.
we need to worry about.
But overbearing physical comedy. Like earnest but bad.
Okay, so like, I didn't mind Elliot, if that's his name.
That is his name.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't mind him because there was like, for me, it felt like it was done in the earnest way because he started off and it was like stable. And then there was the slow trail of becoming unstable. You know, you could see as like, it was like watching somebody open a lockbox and you could see them taking the clips off to unhinge him because did he become unhinged?
Yeah.
God, yes. Absolutely. Like when he showed up and was already singing songs with the shotgun and went, whoa!
Dude, anyone that's singing songs with a shotgun.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was gone. He blew the window out because he called the office and went, hello. They're like, I don't see any partying in there. He's like, you're right. And then he blew the whole window out. And then he went, you seen what I did to the innocent window? Get the party in. I was like, oh.
He's completely gone.
He's gone.
He's just learned the true corporate way of motivating people.
Yeah.
That's right. Hold a gun to him.
Be happy or die.
Yeah.
Either way, the net total amount of happiness in the room will increase.
Yeah. Yeah. He went.
Hey,
he went right. Like he.
Hey, yo. Wait a minute. It's facts though. How quickly he changed back though. He was like, yeah, man, you come back on, give your job back, double your salary, and his sanity meter just went.
No, it did not. It did not. It did not. No, his sanity meter, it was definitely the sands of an hourglass. Because when he got into the room, he walked into the control room, kicked the door open, and then shotgun at everybody.
But see,
I'm gonna need you to not touch a damn thing.
But that was
like off.
That was a happy insanity, not an unhinged insanity.
It was the thing he was saying.
Yeah, both sides of the insanity.
He put the shotgun up to people and was like, dance, sing and dance. He was still there.
But he was coming back to, he was more like.
It was still a trickling.
You're not wrong.
It was
I'm
not
just saying, like, it wasn't completely like off the wire. It was
I'm just telling you. You're saying
emotion to get to
that
the
it was
top.
Mario Kart 250 back down to Mario Kart 50.
No.
250.
He just,
245.
No, I'm just saying he got to the same end game, but it was a different route he took.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? He was still just as because he wasn't really unhinged at that point.
Oh, he was still unhinged.
It was from a place of happiness this time around, instead of a place of depravity.
Of course.
Man,
Okay.
He just joined someone else's mass delusion.
So then, that's it.
It wasn't a mass delusion.
It became a mass delusion once two of them were in it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because when he got into the elevator, because when he got into the elevator, we don't know that yet. And then the elevator was going down.
It was a happy ending, much like My Hero Academia is a great anime to me. That movie stopped before any charges were pressed. That doesn't mean that they won't be. People are still dead too. What are they gonna do about that woman who died from that advertisement? Her family's still gonna sue.
I mean, they got enough money for that. That's not.
Remember. You got enough money. You don't have to worry about stuff.
Yeah.
In the end,
remember,
the story.
A crime is not a crime if you can pay the fine. That's how that works. That's how it works, baby.
You got the money. Okay. It doesn't
matter. Illegally is not a crime if you can afford the fine.
That's by that point, it's just a fee, right?
It's just a fee.
It's just a fee. Yeah.
It's just a fee.
Your
killing
family
old
died?
Lady fee. I got that.
Is it called? It was $1 million. Whatever.
Killing old lady fee.
Call it a day.
Yeah, you couldn't make publicity like this. Is his exact words.
Yeah, he went, "Let's go." Instead of every hour, I need this ad playing every 30 minutes, baby.
Get them grandmas out there.
Okay. And then like when what's his secretary's name? Mr.
Grace.
Person. There we go. Sure, Grace. When Grace walked in, he had the paper behind his back and was like, "Booyah, dead grandma." Like she walked in and was like, "What are y'all talking about? Dead grandma." Read him in wheat. 30 minutes. Anywho.
She was a really cool secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a good person.
Yeah. I didn't like how they sprung the child thing on me when they went, why can't he speak? I was like, that's so weird. Because like when she first talked about leaving the hospital, she was like, oh yeah, why did I pay this $200-something for them to tell me you can't speak? I know that. And then later on, Chris goes to Chris. He was like, yeah, he's been quiet ever since his father died in front of him 5 years, isn't it?
Ever since his father died in 2010.
Solely, just casually, just threw that out there. Was like, yeah, his dad did. That's why I don't talk. Yeah. But yeah, back to this.
Wait. They didn't say that right away. First, they went, I didn't know she was married and that her husband died. Don't you remember that whole year that she wore black? I thought it was a fashion statement.
I actually like that.
That was so Scrooge. That was so Scrooge.
It was. He was so out of touch.
It was the best Scrooge line. And then she just went, "I'ma sock you." And I was like, "That's it, Christmas. Give him the business. Hit him with the 1-2, baby."
Dog, cause he needed it. Like seeing her play with her kids, and it's just like you understand. Like you already see her be a good person. Like when she was talking about like when he was doing the Christmas list, and like she's like, "Damn, bathtub VHS. That's kind of messed up." But she calls him out on a decent amount of his shit too, or tries to at least. Yeah. And then you see her playing with her kids, and you're like, "Damn, this woman is just a wholesome person." Yeah. Working for an absolute.
I just didn't like it because, like, I tried to ignore most of that scene because the raspberry blowing.
That's gross.
It was just. I mean, like on his stomach, and he did it to Seymour.
It is awkward when you do it to children, but when grown-ups do that to each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like the ghost of kinky. I mean of present.
That's right. Fair enough.
Christmas present. Sorry. Christmas turned into kinky present.
She was about that business. That business.
She was ready for it.
She was ready for any and everything.
I'm telling you right now, I thought she was about to bro the
sweet. I didn't read. I never read that.
Oh yeah. She was about to break his balls. Remember that's why she kicked him in the nuts.
I mean, you knew she was out of pocket.
Like,
we know how she is.
Yeah.
She didn't hide it.
Yeah. She floated on over, and then Nutcracker special.
And I asked for more.
I mean that's the reason I knew it was the ball breaker suite, but then also I was like Nutcracker. It's a Christmas movie.
fair. Nutcracker joke is always good in a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
If you play it right, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. So overall, final thoughts on this movie.
No.
Conflicted. It's worth a watch.
Really?
Really?
Worth a watch doesn't mean good. It just means worth a watch.
I don't
It
know.
is a difference.
I don't say things are worth a watch unless I think it's good.
Or at least
I found it funny.
Okay, I did find parts of it amusing, but then there was enough unamusing parts.
If you like dark
Exactly.
humor.
yeah, I mean dark humor isn't bad in it. You know, but it's just like the overall, it's just the bad outweighs the good so much in this movie that I can't even justify saying it's worth. If it's like 50-50, I'll tell people worth the watch. But I think it's like
this one is
70-30.
Yeah, like it just had like so many. I just like the wackiness was not good wacky for me. It was like that you were still in a serious tone while being wacky, which like the whole Ghost of Christmas Present. Like she was all boxy, but the tone was never set to be slightly jokey. Not even a bit. You know what I mean? Like it really was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hitting on people and whatnot. That's cool in Tom and Jerry. It's cute. It's funny. But like here it was just, we were never breaking the series. And then you went from, I'm hitting you with a toaster so you can see the dead man that you let die because you didn't give him $2. Like you think about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in Tom and Jerry when he died and he was going to heaven and they went, oh, you need to make amends with Jerry before you can get there. It was kind of funny. You saw things. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like but here it was, oh, he's dead. Is there anything we're going to do about this? He is dead.
Oh.
And then he tried to break out and then he was suddenly back at the play and it was over. It was over, sir. You just...
Yeah, just continue that storyline.
It does end, each of the ghost sections ends with the biggest cause or effect.
Yeah,
but, I like the dark humor. I didn't like the Bill Murray screaming parts. That was... I like Bill Murray nowadays, now that he's old and too weak to go around screaming like that. No, seriously, like he just has to be a really good actor now.
This Bill Murray was not the Bill Murray that I was used to, so I just didn't.
Maybe that's it too. I don't know. Why was the ghost so pale?
She's powdered.
I think he's just old from her time period or whatever.
That was another thing I was saying. I was like, you're not the ghost of the past. You're present. You can be having life in your skin.
I think it was just a direction they went in, and it was there.
I hate it.
I don't disagree. I hate a lot about this movie, so I don't have much.
She did have the JoJo stars on her shoulders, though. That was interesting.
She had the JoJo's hands too.
She did order. Bill Murray caught a left and a right, real quick. Yeah, Ryan, I think you'll stand alone on this one, man. I mean, like it's. Yeah. I just think
I'm not gonna lie. It did its themes, like. Unlike you, I did see the humanity in their relationship and other things. But for me, I don't know, a movie that's playing, that's going of the theme of what they're talking about in the movie, and the correlation not being found in between that, even through psychosis, even if he was going deranged, you know what I'm saying? And you thought, this is happening because I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And then, but the realization... to me at the end, I think that's mainly the main thing. That at the end, it wasn't, I'm dying alone because of all these things, or I'm giving bad examples for people of the future, because he did tell her, bum these people, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, oh, look, now I'm burning in a coffin, and I might as well do something while I'm still alive. And it's like, I guess...
Yeah.
I guess do something while you're... I mean... Yeah, sure.
I just don't think they took an overall, direction they wanted the movie to go in.
Yeah.
Because it seems like every ghost had, a different type of genre they tried to aim for. It just seems like everything wasn't cohesive.
Yeah, because, at the end, I guess he had his 8-minute spiel, which was based off of the ghost that he met, and he said things to say, but that's for me, at the very end, he said, but
that was the worst part of the movie
to me, the very ending speech was just a generic Christmas vibe.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Christmas time. we have the spirit and we give this feeling, and you could get that every day.
Yeah, it felt
like you know what I'm saying? That wasn't a thing that brought to you by the previous encounters of the movie.
That just sound
like in earnest, it all came together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It all
really
clicked.
Contrived.
It all made sense. You know, the villains were villains. It is what it is. But this one, it was just like we did a bunch of stuff, and at the end we said, "Hey, you got Scrooged."
And that was it. Yeah, that ending was the worst part of the movie because it felt like everything was just forced down your throat at the end of the movie. It's like, oh, you didn't understand it? Well, here's everything we tried to convey terribly to you, all right together. Yeah. An 8-minute speech that's gonna go on way too long.
Like it felt like maybe, and even like during that speech with them stuttering and whatnot, I'm wondering if that was just him literally.
That's what it sounds like.
Spewing shit out, and then them going, "All right, that's it. Cut it. We don't cut it. It's good. It's good. It's great, actually. It's the end of the movie, actually."
Yeah, like I don't know why are we still going on. Like that scene could have been cut. Like the first time he stopped speaking. Before he started looking around for other people, is where it should have ended at. Yeah, before the second and the third verse, because I'm like, that wasn't needed.
The only part that I needed from that was seeing the ghost died, and he was up there with the other ghosts, and I was like, oh, he dead. That's crazy. And also him saying, "Feed me, Seymour." I was like, shout out to that.
Hot take. Some little hot takes that were actually funny, but
yeah. I was like, shout out to that movie because Little Shop of Horrors is great.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That's movies that made me want to watch musicals.
Yeah, we'll get to some better movies next time. I mean, you know, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose on Retro Rewind. We have some surprises that we like sometimes, like with Blackula or with Blazing Saddles, and then we get some losses like Homer and Eddie and Scrooge. Then we get some in-betweens like, you know, Ernest and some other movies that we watch.
Ernest was great.
Ernest was great. We even put that in the category.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good category. Good category.
It's like,
but like going into it, I didn't think it was going to be great.
I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be The Fog and like Invasion of the Body Snatchers movies that like, you know, we enjoyed that we didn't necessarily know. But yeah, this movie's definitely going in the bad pile. We'll throw that in there. But Ryan will leave it in the in-between or put it in the good pile, whatever he wants to do. But,
I'm not putting it in the good pile. I'm in between. It's
all right. I'm definitely put that shit at the bottom of the pile.
Mine's at the
We're gonna bury that under the pile. Yeah. But with that one, that was our second Christmas movie. We might do some more, we might not do it. If you have any suggestions, let us know. With that, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and like whatever else you subscribe to. Subscribe to us. But also like what holidays do you celebrate around this Christmas time? November, December, January. Like what's
Toyotathon?
Not Toyotathon.
How much did they pay you to say
what is
that?
it? Was it the Honda Days? Happy Honda Days?
Honda Days?
Yeah, happy Honda Days.
Yeah.
Happy Toyotathon. Merry Chrysler to you.
Oh, God.
This is just getting worse and worse. Yeah, let us know what you celebrate, why you celebrate it, who you celebrate it with. And with that, may your bed stay warm, may your pillow stay cold.
Stay perfect, chat.
Ooh, woo.
It's quite brighter. See?
Now you're gonna be saying everything with an R on it, and you're just gonna be like,
I know, I can do it all.
It becomes more powerful. You're just like, I can turn everything into a hard R.
This is quite a delicious Spriter.
It feels righter the more I drink it. Nothing could be wronger.
That's it.
It's just make it once you're
not wrong. You're wronger.
Once you put the Southern pastor on it, that's when it just sounds extra wrong, no matter what you say.
Oh yeah.
Because one thing me and Chris do, we'll, somebody says something crazy, we're just like, I'm just revving up. Just revving it up.
Rev that chainsaw.